If you're here, you wish to know. Welcome to What's News this week. A weekly series when I speak about different releases that I found interesting, so I could keep up and you also. And the first thing we're gonna talk about today is the Thaumaturge, with a fantasy premise of a Russian empire conquering Poland, which is a fantasy premise because Poland has nothing worth it to conquer it for. So you play as the Thaumaturge. He has the ability to summon demons with his power, and it's an isometric RPG, so you will walk around, speak, see a lot of dialogues, search the environment, and find in turn-based battles whenever you need to, and the demons that you can summon will gonna help you with it, using all different attacks and like conditions, to make enemies confused, so he would not be able to fight properly with you using the gun and the sabers. And I think it's gonna be an interesting and fun game to play. Berserk Boy! It's a game that looks like Mega Man, but it's probably from different series. There was a Beast Boy and other game with a boy in the name, and as a gameplay, the main character fights with enemies and gets their power. That's why they remind me like a Mega Man a lot, and it seems like a fun kid to play, so someday in the future, why not? Snufkin, Melody of Moominvalley. So it's based on old works. This Moominvalley things and Moomin trolls exist for the longest time, and here you, as a Snufkin, will help him out, like to fight for the sake of nature, and using the melodies and music to help the environment and Moomin trolls. So yeah, it's interesting. We'll see how it's all about. Unicorn Overlord, the tactical RPG from Vanillaware, that reminiscent of Fire Emblem, but also it's from Vanillaware, the developers that make Dragon Crown and Odin Sphere, and they given us the tactical RPG game where there's gonna be relationships, you can customize your own emblem, there's tasty looking food, like in all Vanillaware games, and we will have a bunch of different characters, companions, like around 60, there's something, and there's a giant map with like 6 or 5 regions, I don't remember how much, but it's big, and it will be a long and cool game that I'll definitely will play someday in the future. Argylle, spy movie with Henry Cavill, and the premise of this movie is that there's an author that writes spy novels, and apparently she's a fortune teller, that's why the real spy agencies want to get to her, and so she would write the next chapter and predict the future so they could find out what exactly will happen and how they can use it with their intelligence work, and that's fun and all, and the rating on IMDb is really low, I don't understand why. The premise and the trailer seems fun, and Hideo Kojima said that he liked Argylle, so why don't trust in him with good taste, and I'm looking forward to watch this movie. It seems like a fun comedy to be from Matthew Vaughn, the director of Kingsman. The Gentleman, which is a Netflix TV show based on a movie of Guy Ritchie of 2019, which I watched and I did like it. It was a fun movie, a fun criminal comedy, and here's a Netflix TV show of 8 episodes with Guy Ritchie in the name as executive producer. I hope he was heavily involved because I do want a good story, some made up stuff, and I hope that they're not just labeled his name for the sake of people to watch the show. It would be as fun as the movie of 2019. I would gladly have fun watching this. Ricky Stanicky, so 3 friends made up the 4th friend and made up that he has a cancer and that's why we need to go to him, but they were partying and drinking and having fun instead, and one of the days they messed up, one of them missed their child being born, and the lies that they made up over the 10 years starting to crumble. That's why they decided they will hire an actor. They will hire an actor to play their 4th friend Ricky Stanicky. And they're finding some guy who's doing striptease, and he will play as Ricky Stanicky. But he's so cool, and people like him so much that he gets heavily involved with their lives, and now they want to find a way to get rid of him. So the premise is fun, so why not give the comedy a chance? Maybe I'll have a fun time watching the comedy. Damsel, the actress from Stranger Things that played Eleven, will be a princess, and she will marry a prince, and she also will be she's not gonna be a damsel in distress. So these rich people couple that she agreed to marry the family into. They will sacrifice her to the dragon, and she will overcome this ordeal on her own. I don't know, it's kind of 50-50 for me, so it depends on the writing. It heavily depends on the writing, how good the story would be. But like she will see the giant amount of beds being burned, apparently by the dragon's flame, and she picks up one of the beds and asks, "What happened to you?" I'm sure it's obvious that it was burned to a crisp somehow. Why is this question of a poor pet picking it up? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this movie will turn out, but I'm curious. I like fantasy, so maybe it will be like a fun fantasy story. We'll see. And unfortunately, that's all I found interesting this week. So if you want the channel to live and grow, please support me here on all social medias. Do jump platforms from YouTube to Twitch to Vstream to Trova to Blue Sky, Twitter and whatsoever. Share my videos when anyone you think was sharing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos or streams. Bye.